Very well. So once again, we're back on the morning show, African Union Television, Wednesday morning, January 21, 2026. Discussion segment is here with us. I have Tonny Blay, the youth organizer for the NPP, Kitchener South, Samini, Army, also here with us to have discussion, in-depth analysis of issues. This is Ghana Matters. My name is Kwasi Amankwah. Tonny, welcome.
Thank you, my brother. It's a privilege to be here.
Everything fine?
Yeah, everything is cool.
Very well. Guys,
Yeah, we are enjoying the research.
enjoying the research.
The research.
I
Yes.
didn't ask you any question.
But you are asking me how am I feeling? Now, without this researching, will I be here?
Anything about research.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, you.
Welcome, my brother.
Thank you.
Tony.
There are a lot of research in our system. It can be positive, it can be negative. Maybe he is talking about the negative side. Because you can't research a nation.
Oh, but Tony, when you say something in
Research, yes, you can research it to the negative side. Something can be good, you research, you then move to the bad side. So it's better you leave it that way. Sometimes, not all researchers are good.
we have bad research.
Yes.
So we have advantages and disadvantages.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Tony, now,
So he means positive research. Positive researching. That is what
Tony,
we are in.
Blake, we have some few days of, get up to, today is 21, 31.
That's 11.
21st. 21st. So that will barely 10 days.
Yes, barely. So what's going on?
Okay,
What's happening?
Okay, on the day of elections, so let me say 9 days. We have 9 days to go. And everything is set. Definitely, Dr. Ladi is going to be the victorious. He's winning this election, no doubt about that. Even though NDC has a candidate.
No, so when it comes now.
So next time when it comes, the truth of the matter is the history behind the AA, both NDC and Maya and Kwasi as a candidate. But say NDC, okay, President Otesunde, Alusu elections. This is the third time. Olusu 2012.
Yes.
No, Olusu 2016. Olusu 2020. And I'll be winning 2020. Indeed, no, I won an election 2012. I'm that to about year. So be baby say Kaubia or be do my issue player yet to about Tianity. Eden and this for some president. At Obu who said no consistency in politics. And I say, oh, market will be do level here. Oh, Sana, Yana had.
Dynamics be about.
So what? Unless say be a different dynamic. At per Ghana politics, and this is what me market president Mama deliver back more when 2020 with a huge percentage. And you know, MPP 92, yeah, mistakes. I do boy him 96. Yeah, because Duboahin, your sister, I do my panic for Bannon. Oh, a fresh candidate. And Tigana for who said no. And some are young, not Tony Son. You shut that name. And Tabia, the air fan who could be true. But you're sending a call 2000. And I thought you never did to say no. Some a kafan 196. 90 and son. And I winning 2000. And I don't quite for the other quarter 3 times. Olusu 2008, the quarter 2012. And about 2016. So, party near the same thing, Dr. Alhaji, they near anything. The fact of the matter is, you whom any vice president or would send Dr. Alhaji, because we're proving beyond doubt to say his capacity as vice president, the ABBM. Obekaya, vice president, President Otis, you are the vice president. Those days, why not know say vice president? Yan Kasama Paniku for time. Now, you my vice president. You probably was saying who a Juma dear would be a vice president. Currently, or my no vice president. And you probably was saying crying in your vice president to Shina. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud
2007, if my memory serves me right, Aliu Mama. No, okay, candidates no.
Oh yes, so now one.
17 candidates.
Oh yes, yes.
Oh yes. I didn't know that time no so.
No, I'm not saying you said the fact say the vice president and president.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay.
At the mention say Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia over the years vice president down so or approval beyond that to say vice president has a role to play, even though constitution and my vice president a role to play. Over your current constitution, it doesn't have a role for a vice president. At least a bit as he's the economic management. You see, it's a team. Like I said, be a team. I mean, a team. Na me na me leader. Let me chire my dream. At me chire my dream na me money me nyad. You two abo bi abo to your. So it's not an autocratic leadership in your world. If you are economic management, what you naturally. Aside that, the cabinet, you have a finance minister, or not leading the economy because about the financing, the constitution has no role for a vice president. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia actually say, on the time as vice president, A, B, C, D. I can't go affiliate baby. So said those days, who call bank now could be accounts. Any person will be accounts now. The first no so much sheet, no amount pen. I said draw baby out. You won't say oh sketchy be and I'm a teacher. So I say okay, any landmark or be as a hospital, school, do another just describe over the thing. Before be accounts of radio. And there is no more because of the Ghana card. But now we have a digital address system. Yeah, one unique identity. So, the Ghana card. And see, Dr. Neomana, why you know, Ghana for who said no. Papa no one in the room for your man of Kenya. Just look at the drone system. Papa, you can say no. You want to be more, you couldn't get to a more. A worker, I'm finding free home hospital. No one. The other young be a boy to be a civil. Or introduce drone system and they are supply 17 million vaccines. It means they are saving 17 million lives. Or when in the you are managing and I am not saying say because Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia clinical but the one that says he's the best candidate. And I'm some more candidates need be a cartoonishon. And no crash shame in crying say, one, we cabinet the edge upon fewer. Nipa triaka, no be a number of parliaments. You need any program, any economic idea, you pass here, young Franco Parliament. Said Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, no lead the economy. And now she share Marabone de Maya, or more Parliament, not then or man reject or more approval. He said, Cabinet and this Canadian Japan, Brian Champon, any other thing. I catch there and said, Doctor, yeah, then almost one year. Or more approval near my Parliament. My, he said, Ghana, you feel as at that time. You need any feeling, you're not a single individual. That's all. But I'm a parliamentarian. It is your question, Brady, and price economy, Uncle A, Uncle B, Uncle C. I'm not approval my. You'll be antimony whom film said you see now, no. You are not from China, doctor, the lead your coalition. But so catch them and say, you lose to teach my no. Not Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia to lose to teach my no. You are doing it. What immediate? This is a lose to a certain number of MPs. It's because of that, and she Dr. Ahmad Homodia. Or more candidates now, you know. How to phone a name or one. Yanny, I got to you. Then I also know why 1 year I need to lose so whilst I'm opening out. You all have a role to play. At the end of the year, let's rebrand the party with unity. Then Franco you to me 2020. I see a day so bobo individuals in ye. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, what check me no. I did have a pair on hopper in humility. Be our brain and one say. Be a listening person. Me as young as I am, when I'm here, the regional youth coordinator. The last time I was here, I didn't have a pair on say, oh, Kasa, I don't know what happened. I also say, Papa, you'll be a drink. The such person, the Ghana sharing, I just say, I'm planning for you to say, maybe a Juma. Yamama Kwenya. Ghana is true, unemployment rate was so. Here adwuma. At nipa na all kasas and natural or TV stations. If it is true, so we're doing I don't know your documentary in the TV. Why are those businesses? Why are those companies? Like Champon say, or the largest hotel in West Africa. Every constituency executive, you are not public TV song. If it's true, say other candidates be more than I don't know. Where are they? Where are those companies?
Rock City.
Yes, but Champon they call Rock City. If it's true, say the other candidates know what near my senior okay, I don't know. Where are they? Where are those companies? And Nipa if you say we are vice president and now a president, you can't open a company in your name. Even if Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud will be in Juma Krahana, because you're vice president, you can't do that in his name. That doesn't mean so in India, IDBA Juma. It's a teamwork. Individual, a teamwork, collective interest in the carbon. Yes, some of mine.
Very well. Very well. Tonny made us sit. So, Kwame, I know you're Tonny moved here. Come 31st January, I'm going to you Black Bearer, right? We'll be able my name 2020. What do you have to say about it?
Okay. First of all, I mean, share Obi Kakra. Share Omapenini na Pamphone. Yeah, Regional Minister, Bunu is Chairman. Share Ichman MP. In fact, Obano, they respecting the power. So, Puntu or the about Ichman North. They will need. They will just say when the time comes, within the NDC fraternity, they will aspire for presidential. Gigi said, so also acquire for Uno as a yeah, ni budget. Also, which Mr. Baluka, the boss back up. My communication director. I'm a Bama Samson. Then we see the Okanya. Mufia said, Eddie, yes, we are in Iowa. About the says, I say, Eddie. Now, and go for 5 years, Omuna aspire for presidential candidate, be the MPP. Then the education can say, Uncle for 5 years, and yeah, dear, me, I'm meeting who say, means supported by Kubia. I could be a new.
When I saw baby, I want to support
Yes, mean, but could be a new. Oh, say sometimes, your opposition to them, but you have your listen. If you ask me right now, I can tell you somebody. I'm in fee center. 5 will you to a moon you and come copy or no. And Patrick Boama. So you see, we may be the opposition to them, but we may have people that we like. That those people, we think that when they come to lead the MPP, it will work, harmonize well. Oh, or the person who can swap. When I this is so because at this time, Uncle for 5 years, maybe, but maybe I can or Obi to say, and Mahama. Oh, we need 3 times. Mahama Mahama lost 3 times and was brought consistently. And then Mahama lost election twice. On one side, all right. 2016 and then 2020. And we winning yet.
Because that time anyway, 9 year election. But when Professor Moss,
if you know, rule just less than a year.
But so the president.
Yes.
Okay.
And then election took place 2012.
2012.
And now Owini year, the 2016, Olusu year. And now about 2020, and also Olusu. Into these two.
It's not the same thing.
Who say 3 times?
I'm saying the record 3 times.
Yeah, the record
3 times.
3 times.
Yes.
And Olusu
twice.
Okay, until you are clear of all. And consistency is also not come. Yes, until twice more consistent. All right. But then, was it on a positive manner? Say a negative manner. Muhammad, the first time obedi what His Excellency Professor John Atamios, may so rest in peace. Then Nadawma and a man obedi will be known in so bad. You know, to me, bedi, you know, taking over the country or serving or my way with humility. Look at his demeanor. And then never policy researchers. $1 was what? 1 cedi to 3 cedis, 40 pesos thereabout. Okay, at that time, I could follow Okojina or CDN, His Excellency. Or CDN, CDN, hata. No, bar. Or the back of formulas for His Excellency. 1 cedi to what? $1. Okay. Now, consistency NSN. Bawia, Ediabe Yaman Yaman was done as a wire. In fact, the DNF double as Baulaya. A Gusish or of course, it's here. In fact, if you go to the internet right now, now, Bawia, everything is negative. Okay, humility. Ediabe humility. Onipi. Bawia Bontin or yes, Onipi. In fact, Bawia or how bad Ghana. Then you saw one the baby. Or more reggae amam. I'm a new see that made me kind almost 5 million. 5 million. 5 million. Almost a regama. Right, obey. Now so. So no Reagan. Martin.
I mean, I don't feel away there quiet. I'm a Quanya.
Mammy landed. Yes, so
we're going to send you a house. Send you a house. Okay, to the other year.
Let me buy my prophecy Obiama. It's fierce and my prophecy Obiama. Wow, it Baumiano consistently or yet negative. See also time because a research here or look I say in a positive manner in negative. Almost the Baumiano be negative. The all you say were Bontino. And you just or person Ghana for whom you say or your obio or brand was it. Oh, what? Miss Baumia. The team we had did it. We are not yet the economic management team. Or the year NBC for off. Meaning the power because the mesa said a good internet to a person. I hear trying some of them. We are starting to 80 meaning the power. 80 Baumia, he was the economic management team. The great or question the guitar. Now the guitar, why did they buy it? Muhammad and the Dia Father artists from Accra to the northern region, to the Volta region. ROC, Accra Digital Center, yet to me, be when it comes to internet in Yamaha, digital, no wine. Baumia Johnny economic management team. I say already, city and I follow or say Sididinti.
After 10 minutes.
Sididinti economy ninti and already upper fan and buy. Upper fan and buy and so. You say, or the management of the economic team at the man. I'm managing a home, Ebubo, Muji, nothing. Can someone remember the NBC economic management team? Wow, 80 and some of us are in Perry, the Ababian said, young Ghana for Adani Adana, and I that's for it. Ghana for they are now descending, they are awake, they know what they are about. Nippon Fanabam, you people, in fact, or more dreaming. I don't Ghana for say Ghana for Jimmy, and as a partner of Jimmy, and they are taking advantage of them. But that is not. We are not fools. You can fool the people sometimes. They can't fool them all the time. Okay. But we are on one person. Oh, damn, am I? Menka, both the Upper East and then the Northeast. Mamika last one. Wow. They be me say, said. I am who you say. Because of the love of the party, the Jimmy into Obia and Raya. Organic economic management team. Ever share digital and then you know the buyer. Mobile phone, mobile money also on the buyer. And so before 2016, near mobile money. I say, we have drones on the buyer. Drones, put it on the buyer. One Thomas. And NASA personnel when you baby for and the drones buy and what it costs for into Npp-Comm and one Thomas the Kwame also. He is a NASA space our America. Or no the drones buy now but we is a liar. Or you liar. I was on fashion buy ultimately the Ghana. But where is the deceit?
My English should not care. Huh? We should be so much decent. Tonny, many are you say, yes, you are the man, your son, I am an intent your money did. A year when you saw the home, then you who near. Yeah, out in your baby opportunity. Yeah, what ye, good one, when the industry. Yes, that one. Okay, say, be a journey free economy for the guitar. You create a want to tell you intellectuals. The world is moving into digital world. What is economy? Digital is part of the economy. So be catchers say economy, no digital. You cannot live in this world without digital. It's part of the economy. It goes with the economy. The digital need to be for the economy over here. Yeah, about confessing me again. And until oko bank could be accounts. They say ultimate now with them. No one is carrying free bank. Now they are better mobile. What I say? Now they are quite to your school fees. And I say, what they are anything electricity credit. So we are continuing now economy. The whole human year. They being in Siba being like as will be a Johnny Cobbard. The other material this work and you see, but in the lack of knowledge, my people perish. As I say, but in the says economy or by be digitization or by be a Yabushaba. What China now? China is growing because of digitization. Go to US, go to the Western world. How we are saying a call. What now? Oh yes, a Kwasi Amankwah. We are saying the corner anymore. So you need to blend the two, because they move together. We are saying a call to say, and we are saying a call. Me carry Madam for be catch them say, it's na omukwabuchi. Na it's me employee obi ojina gate. The Brunine de ne kai ba na campaign no say omube wurama na obi gate. You need the say hi make us security. You dey say obi gate. And now brofuna you remote. Obi engineer gate bi mo. Car na buy you remote so na bie. Until we are sending the corner nim. So to one as a Tikwasem, no, that's what we do of a country. So this if one guy is answering no Moticana will be a move from this side, the addition in someone, Sana, we are saying, continue to be a woman, yet now obey Junior and show the assistant of my aunt. Your bomb pie man, yeah, man, and this one who come or minor to may they eminency. I remember my union, Tias say, but I'll have one with a leave of penny. I President Mama Baby Dim in 2012. The testimony, the Ekoyanka 2016, Robert. On near my year 2012 to 2016, being in a different. Yamti have obey and confirm to Kobokin. Yamti has say now, President Mama didn't party to top bars and bars branding Mama will increase. And then again, President Mama. Oh, yes, any other part, any question will be asked or any other part. Yamti Hana, you see, President Mama legacy in the when you go there. But you see, on the Ghana for the Judy and the do it. Until who said 2016, one year in your minute for better. 2012 is this time about 2024. And yes, a young sign man of Kenya. Oh, but me, I did what I said. Ah, no, be a man, my tongue, never be you. My tongue since December, mamma. The father, who you're 23 years, the guy cocoa. I told Coco since December, the things have been one Ghana series. Who catch him to wear and electricity, Obia or Tonlight 100 Ghana, you come and no one call 169 Ghana. That's if was. Oh, but you probably don't send our cow. Make free a craft 5 days in the attachment. That if we else, my check is 170. Yeah, 170. Look at them say at if we else, then, because transport. Don't you know what transport minister? No, that is a bad leadership. And don't you know what transport minister? President Mama, you transport minister, the man is saying that is a bad leadership. You can't be a tifu also. As if you are clear back, bra ya tifu play 150. Now you have to show them a banner again 170. That is a bad leadership. And don't you know you paying for? Kakahiri could have problems about the enemy. You can't take away leadership. At any point, they say you can be near when managing your mark. This is your transport minister, President Mama type. Now, see, you have to fool, so you have to press the now we recording. What's your term so? For station, I actually here anyone I got to watch it. Near to watch 7 city, 30 and direct 3 Ghana, and now to 15 city crowd for 5 years from me. Now, I got them say, I pay more swat. Now, I got them say, I pay more. That is a bad leadership. I love a trade. You see, trade and industry minister. I'm not an MP of Bonidino. I'm not the trade and industry minister. I know industry what you are you. Trade you from a vessel. So that is a bad leadership. She's a bit nah, you are 2 years. And indeed, you see, this is the first time farmers watching in the history of Ghana. Macron told 3,000 Ghana and 400 cities. But fertilizer 420, that's what the same 420. Abura they 1,200, now Kafa 350. Obia do Abura now 350. But the second of they don't know. Nay, 115 Ghana series, na second for 20, 30 Ghana. Second they do. Now the guy to them say, I buy way, I buy papa. Mama from Anisi, when you sack a word of them, I have to share it for. About academic user fee the amount first year and offer school system bills living at the for women academic user fee. Oh, year 1 year, the following year, obey times 2. Now you're waiting training part. I can't tell lesson training for us automatic posting. More than what that proud of so me do back with your mutual. Nurse fly or crowd, what should we do back? Look at the number of nurses certificate. But I must have automatic posting. I don't see a nurse for 2 about mom. Who we are home. Go to all the secondary schools in Ghana. All the secondary schools in Ghana will be up on a career. Sandy for the Sikama headmaster for some Kotomage, Omoton Tools, Omotomako, on Fanya the animal. That's what they told them. So maybe my teacher for headmasters now could be able to do that. They are school feeding their mom. Or that any person their mom to me, I never saying you could grow a kayam poor. But the truth of the matter is, get an EBA or send a hot water. Now about women is fuel, about which you light a man, about women is a couple on your word. Yes, sir, in reality, Ubian was in a hot one in there. The project fully a din in Anno. Just look at Christmas. Yeah, you did in Anno. Okay, okay. But Matu was here. Matu was here. No, but so what? One year and you child cow, energy. Sikano way. MTM for to IBM. I said, Sikano way. Sikano said, if you want who will be a minimum, Roman Matala KGY. KGY, what to boost 800. Now this need a catch us at 10 years. I don't go for 2 Jimmy more than I say at home also. More than 5 kg, no minus 4 kg. Now the guy say at you probably not saying for the Tomo bag. That's of course, 5 kg. Oh, 4 kg. It's now yeah, 5 kg, but it's not 4 kg. Go by the boy, the same 5 for no 4 kg, but now 4 kg. Hey,
means oh, the top, your 5 kg small one.
Yeah, they say
5 kg.
Only me the more 4 kg about the next time studio.
Yes, Fabra.
I don't here.
Because we would like to know that.
Don't worry, me last year 2024 November we got all 3,700 the same free net 3,002. Free. Open a more company leading.
They were tight.
Me see the same free there 3,200 in there. Me 2007 November 2024. This is what we try to get you 10 years old.
For high sense.
You say. Me say.
Motion.
Me say me for the same free 2,700. Free the 10 more dispenser. The same free 10 the same type 3,200. Every time I say now, you 10 years so, and now you are who say me. And then dollar no, I beg cash to this country. Dollar no, I beg cash. Because this is for.
There is this question. I'm sure I'm a ref. They can't $7. They say, who say, you export, you kind of say, you import more. You import more. It's still, I say, yes, your products now, you have. And to me, where at the name on the bar, that's a year for her. Yes, you're the part.
No, but who calls them? I only remember now who calls them? I'm on Chroma 200 factories in Ghana. And this is for upon 90% of them. I'm not on the year. There is a jute factory of Kumasi and Cocoa bottle. And now buy with the $1.2 million cocoa bottle for a brochure. It is only in the traffic years talk at say dollar the more I have because a cranium of the who calls them. That glass, car glass. No, but let me give you those examples. Now, who say, who are they free? They car glass or awaso. Car glass, near you awaso. And this is for another companies who work on their online. Go to them and see companies, you know, on their online. It is all the Tonga and Japan, Ube Google. Now, we have a country and say, yeah, cranium of the Vienna city in a week. Now, only a minute. Only my dear about and this is for the I say, okay, oh boy, that's one this. They don't know the history of this country. If you learn the history of this country, who say Ghana, so many years before Kufu be the idea. No be your mobile phone, the same country in Tonwa issue. Now bombs here issue. Yeah, you shoot 100 watts, Nipa was saying 100 watts. Who for that? Yes. Who for that? Sir, energy saving bombs in by Niama MPP abaya yen or Ghana have you free Ghana ya papa say more Ghana it is saying yeah they have insurance here but we are not with all the one secretary that's why saying yeah the family enjoy it but then look at the impact for sure they are brain as for mine they introduce free estate or make catch and say I'm not going to be a plan for the hunjin and yada but look at the benefit you are getting
that's it
I mean, we battle in some digital once the digital economy. It is true. Yes. We are not saying that digital is not part of it. Maybe it is true. What I say, a ban sign a single-handedly while free management team. Because time and you need to get up, still now we have economic management team. Yes, what free home and what Babisha digital. What I say, you were digital as a what? As a course or a department. Yeah. Yeah, but then we merge it with the what? With the economy. Well, free economy about a share digital. Okay, say mobile money or not the buy. Yes. Before 2016, sorry, before 2016, near mobile money.
No, but you can't. Okay. No, but before 2016,
please, you can't transfer money. Let me lie.
Vodafone. Please, no, you can't transfer money from MTN to Vodafone.
Please.
Now we leave from a bank to your money.
Please. In fact, digital is a revolutionary thing. That is what emerging. Okay, there's no country. Be bigger country and fun and your walls are country. You in fact. You be color. What I say? It be be ever above Florida bam. I am my economy running. And you say again, as obvious with you. It maybe say count 80 digital air bam and I mean I just say air bam and you're starting here. You're starting here draft about this. Well, this country, the land and breadth of this country. You see the digital digital center. When you are make calls, yet me mobile money, yet economy. But we are not saying that His Excellency Dr. Baumia should run away from the economic management when we realize that the dollar was now then was 17 cities to what? To $1. We didn't say he should run away from it because he said he was a what? He was a chairman. Okay, he talked to himself over it and laughed. Okay, why did you run away to digital? You remember, prior to the election, he went to the airport there to, is what, E-Gate, and it disappointed him. Yeah, yes, it disappointed him. You see, it has exposed him. He doesn't know anything about digital. So it exposed him there. Okay? He didn't realize that what he was going to do was going to fail. Okay? Now, you talk about bus branding. Bus branding, you have done some overpassing now. His Excellency Akufo-Addo the back. And the man. And what 2021 in our Danesika. Never down. What did Danesika? Whom? Branding, no, we are da into wow. Now, also Guinea fowls flew to Burkina and what? We prosecuted them. Abuga Pele was prosecuted out of that. Tell me one of your ministers who prosecuted you during your time. None. Okay. Now talk about factory.
Are you trying to talk
about glass factory? Glass factory prior to the election, yeah. Omo Papa to track link to Kofi Juma. All the guys Omo Papa to travel scraps that factory. I'm also for complaining. To be there, and I collapse, but the very year, and the man now go up to training in at all. Now, factory, yeah, Mama, before 2060, yeah, which is the brewer, distillers at Tema. No, and for 4 hours, refinery, now, sugar factory, our campus, Elvina, over the do.
And yes, all TV in Kobo. We are a program, and you want
me what you have said that it is not true.
So just listen to the host. And not your idea.
Sugar factory.
Yes.
I'm saying this time.
Yeah, commander.
Yes. Yes, or buy for 8 good years. Yes, before you be free power, you can a year. In fact, we're able to produce some sugar. Okay, and Sana, yes, get tested. Yeah, yes, get tested. And market, the market, I be an idea of what they be. See, me can help me market. Let me answer. Ye test ye we be bia o test what has internet test very good. It was in the right state. Since we have finished building the factory, you have to test whether things are right. And you call opposition and we will take you over for the good 8 years or more dump it. They dump it. Oh my young UP man, Alanchamanche in Echo Parliament. I mean, you could be service and once, but Yanka and see the Yabba game, that's also the game. Ye Guswa, ye person, ye ready. Because a down for 8 good years, and they may be harassing Rasta. In fact, the beer assessing into a fin area, yeah, my farmers, a beer sugar cane. Now, yes, you have to plan. You have to get the raw material first. You have to get the raw material first. Yes, you get the raw material first. Because you can't start the thing. Raw material now. And never also the finished product. You have to get the raw material. What I say. We have now engaged the farmers who are to plant more sugar cane. So the better you better near their starting. Now, processing cost. But as to say, you produce sugar as an no.
Without saying,
Professor Bosu Kroma. Yes, he factory or eco juice factory. It's all over the country.
Yeah, eco juice.
If indeed he said, "Oh my, your commended sugar factory, I produce sugar." At least me know me, I be who commended sugar factory. Oh, you do maybe
wait till I call YouTube. Before the still about
my sugar be asking me call you.
Man, kese me see a test. Test so you farm market. A test. We didn't produce it in a test.
Those days, 20 I'm catching you.
A test.
Central for the money now for.
Young producer market. A test.
Young friend, sure. I can't me come here. But you should candidate in my. Ebrane can nipa 5 na corporate. Otusu candidate by.
Time no one do now sounds so dinner bill.
Wow. Otusu candidate by. Wow. The camera here fi. This is not obi a otie me a oye delegate abeto abai. This is not the first time I NDC Otusu candidate. Obekaya Alan Chirema nti omo ka kire say ye de Alan Padia nka NDC for kra beta na. Na Alan ka say on too many MPP in your dream to attend a movement. According to the movement, how many NDC for the the whole Ghana, Alan, you are 32,000. Even honorable matter, James South was a teachman South on Konya 46,000. The vote or the now teachman, and I also say the Alan the whole Ghana. This have this need to candidate, I'm what the home you because my be pay Alan Coy, because any put the allergy. So that is NDC for you. It's all your delegate, our trouble will be. Who said the future of people who here 2028 the chances of winning with Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud will be brighter because precedents and I be the one answer so was with the community I Ghana for and I did to me they did to me you know they know yes but that is the way to speak at this is not the first time.
Very well.
So the president never positive this time a negative. Now, also nurses for the nurses for na koto abamamo. Tama ye ka say nyansa focus dey bi economy no is crashing. Yenye bibi na yen obi anko school kono ko ji loan na uwie school na say uwie adwuma na ye tetetew. Enye bone. Yen ko university, ma Samini say ko university. Uko ji loan, wan ji krampo na bia na fie ye, ene nti na wan e dey wan kwaje. Nanso mo afo wie mi dey say, tama me realize man kese me kotua o. You hear enemy pay slaves to do what? Wow, that is it. You can't say we go for way and fast food. And I know number catch a nest for Remunhe. The Kramunya di, also we are poor. You are poor people going to nursing school and colleges. You cannot grab the money, take the money instead of what the president is saying. And we campaign here and a nurse for what me. Ekochecha Mahama posters. One, not and already not funny the campaign. I getting it. Much went
operational by the end of 2026. Okay.
No, we live to see.
Oh yeah, we live to see. Yeah. Maybe it's a good news. Very good news. So we live to see.
A comment
sugar factory,
should be
operationalized by the end of 2026. We live to see. Yeah, we live to
surely come.
Yeah, we are finished 2026. So we live to see. Yes, good. But the same minister, Yamano, 51 million Ghana cedis.
Okay.
As Yamano, 400 million Ghana cedis for Women's Development Bank.
Yes.
In Twabrogo Krangu, but we are 1 year term. Near 2026. So, Wasaya Kawaya, you're heading me. So about 2025 year budget about 51 million Ghana cedis. Yes. And yes, I want 400 million Ghana cedis.
Due process.
And the 51 no process
in the pipeline.
Yes.
So, and the 51 million Ghana cedis for there.
And they started them because a due process.
The 51 process. So my point is 51
and they have to bank. I bet catch a mammy for say one which person did that. Now I didn't know I'm going to I'm ready. Profit bad, no bank. It is in a due process.
No, I agree with me. But my point is, we can approve 51 billion. That's 2025.
By the Kakran so due process.
Budget
the young way in Sasa I best cite the bank. Okay,
the 51 million
recruitment of what? Women who actually control.
So 51 million
affairs of that bank.
Is that what you are telling us? And yes, you have approved. That's a 400 million Ghana cedis.
Yes,
but
so we are resourcing it.
No, 451 million Ghana cedis. So be a catch us into the fund bank. But that it's cow. But my point say Ghana no. Ya man follow the agri diago. And then Bank of Ghana, Shishaya with their tour, they say. Before you can establish a bank, as I say, when you seed money of 400 million Ghana cedis, and don't call it seed money, 400 million Ghana cedis. Yes, banks no. Yes, emerging banks need more because so what's 51 million, so 400 million Ghana cedis no. What me sorry that from kase ma to dan man ge na gu bia anko ni ba. At least you bet you issue service to settle the customer.
Tonny, no, them say
banks no na yes na omo anya na omo ba be established. They have already established. Now so we no mu buy no banks. Why? Why no mu gu? Mu bank say they were running loss. They were running loss to their customers and whatever. At the same time, Good Bank was more than the money.
My member, not a member. Tony, minority caucus. You see, put the black foreign minister, immigration issues be and some person colonel resignation to resign. So I say diplomacy something.
One who say you can do all the politics in your position. Auba power. Ayana propaganda and judgment. He said, the onion be or what? Untimint now, O my Musa, Medina Hose or my the propaganda me no opposition and one may be baby woman. Okuja to Abraka over the years at the Ghana for ago because of politics and the propaganda. And the way of foreign affairs, you need to respect diplomacy. And then America for nipa dodo a etimi tu kwan ko lot of course the tribal quality ama restricted number of places or make me the amaye and sanye mano and ya tana se hu se aso man no the ya ma okuja tribal quality and was to say ya ebe dru ba bi no the Kwasi Amankwah because the foreign affairs minister, it's more or less all countries here. The president, you know, wow, or no one can say that ministry no more than anything. A foreign affairs minister,
especially US.
Yes, a foreign affairs minister is almost obetumi the president. Or your fun is there. Okay. If you are able to engage leaders of other nations, you need to be someone who bet to me at the so and you'll be can you say foreign affairs minister. Bekaya and another down for the foreign affairs. Paying for the anti-foreign affairs minister. Or other nations as sanity. Could you tell Braquano de Bia yourself with the propaganda? Nti yenye de afutuo ne de ma ban on tissue because ebe do mire be no you can't battle with certain nations in the world. There are countries be more can't battle with them. Obekaya recently ebra America for ne ayifo and omokoche we for president Venezuela for manpany quickly now foreign affairs minister could you tap just to condemn what America for. But it's good to say America for no Adiamania Jew of hundreds. I'll let you know I'm threatened because you can America to US. I take your own decision. I'll take Ghana track that I want you. So never been almost a hard thing. Nothing I you to about to swift. Could you tap propaganda? Yebenya only of school that travel for future for forever. Then po bi anemu edu a oba respect diplomacy. Aboyama or mine yakoye ne. Inter countries be America sanction.
Yes. About 75.
Yes, America sanction a lot of countries. Even World Cup ayekoboyi. World Cup America force even countries be more problem here money power. The American so power. America, no, you can't put me now about being here. Well, when you talk of countries be more as usual. I'm one who you mobile. COVID by or we are seeing in a soon. Why the Bengal drama? No, Kroya, kick up World Health Organization. Come who bought me a vaccine. I want to take a crate. So those countries, you can't battle with them. Or country no share all right, but you seem with diplomatic way no can making sure send you but you propaganda propaganda with everything. And even if you say opposition, different from power. Me tell you, never make me able to which I won't do that. But because we are opposition, it doesn't carry weight. Say, our now your minister. What you say? This all your foreign affairs minister. And I'm going to be utua. As I say, who say level na ojinano. Aye different from say na war position na ope akwanya aba to me. Enu nti ne yetu aba wefu. Say ba bia ode Ghana e kono. Ba bia yanim guase ani kwa koduru no. Anhwa na yenso yakoka those 70 and over countries ne ho. Amoyen because one ene say ye pe yare amu edin pa kwaje ho yare sa omo ade super kiro. Omo ane ko called 88 districts in Ghana, any district hospital, even a district hospital, 88 districts in Ghana, even a district hospital. Not to talk of experts, yare bi mo ha be your mama ma. It's all yeko. UK, US, money Germany, all yeko. And yes,
strictly
yes, 2 years ago, do you know?
US has withdrawn from that is UN. As is ya de we.
Send Donald Trump. And Trump buy yana. Sani ma. O say ye no ho. Tie tu ye good ya. Ye so akomo. Ye tie koko ya ye komo. And me maka say no country in the world and I rely on natural resources that were developed that. No country in the world. And I rely on natural resources. You know, I say we maka for the one say countries are developing in the world living now. Human resources. Country are developing in the world. And build the human capacity. Human development. So they will train your mind. Do too good now the baby. No, they're not going to die there. Who are two more body? And you who are a shape. But who the now natural resources no a shape. Or the brow body and what to. So we by year we rely on body, your dam or your timber, your body in the grade. So I have profuna because you never level now. You bet me a day honor. So we are catching us sovereignty. Yeah, they are home independent nation as I dada the news are level. So you have respecting the diplomacy, you know. Na mo yema and ntimi connect. So could you to adena all year? Ya me hokra. Percentage is 3 out of 100. 3% out of 100. Ya me hokra. Ya meho, you know, you know, 3 out of mine because you area ansha. Yes, say, 50 coupons here. Bojaneba.
Perform with you.
Yeah, one say.
You knew hot na bank and you bedroom.
Na
ben ye bedroom. And you know, you see swatch the ben ye bedroom.
You see swatch the ben.
Yeah, you know, it is now. They are starting now. Now, see your kind, you know. Yeah. Ghana is a sovereign country.
Foreign Affairs Ministry. And yet, I used to how. Said they made me and just a one very.
Yeah, you must be very careful with your reportage.
Exactly.
Exactly. You know, see, we are a sovereign country. We have the right. And I am part of the United Nations. You know, we have the right, say, being possible, yeah. We have to support other countries. Of course, say yes, if you want my a baby was no, and you know, but then, mammy,
I'm said, I go book in an area.
On yeah.
Oh, it's a sad time, no, excuse me.
You were well respected. Yes, very well respected.
Oh, yeah,
yes. Oh, yes. No, by a sensitive. Ministry.
Yeah, mommy. Yeah, interim. See, minority call on the president to sack a black one. It's just mere rhetoric. They are just there to malign the guy, to destroy the guy, because okay, opposition then opposition. The way are much of good to good. Mom said, what do you call it? A black one has been a thorn in their flesh. Into Sawohe ni vet and crampunwa. They left the chamber. Okay, so everything shows. So we know where they are coming from. They are trying to malign the guy. They are trying to portray to Ghanaians and to sell Ghana to America. That said, Abrakwana, you as foreign minister, pointing in the end, but I don't think that's why I'm saying that we don't even care about those things. In fact, I also say that it is a diversion of tactics for the good environment that and from a papa fuel price about single digit. Okay, and name cost you and no more person or more divert and name be bring. Now, there was this country. You know, can I go butcher? One day I need more coin. There was this country. Ukraine Russia war. You name say okay, sorry. Burkina ne Sahel countries we Burkina, Mali, Niger. Omuye coup ya soldier for a soldier buying be take over. Omune Russia bilateral relationship. Ye wo Ghana ha. Ena o man penyi mua wadane no foreign minister. Akomo ne Biden ne nkofo akwakwatena akonya mu. Akonya. Waka kire Biden say Russia the soldiers ababegu Ghana hamle border ne paga border ano. Ena omo ye de enti America ye de omo ye de. Okay, so your neighbor, what would you neighbor who could? Actually, or maybe so already on the house. They were Ghana and prior to 2008 election. Akufo-Addo, no, foreign minister.
Let me read some few messages.
The Gambia, Ghana for yet she or more, you could be no, and you can say, as a foreign minister, as a diplomat. Only among Kasa, they may for more among Apako science and some yet me and you among bra. Now, Omukra Mogun crying ya omubodis. One Timmy and yet, nearby any of in Abaya. Akufo-Addo was flirting with his one, his cousin bank, data bank, and Johnny. In fact,
messages. I got you for with the messages now.
Your time across MCR time has produced as your time. So now Katongo KP James says, instead of you to be talking about how the country will be reformed and stable, they are always being arguing about how they deliberately destroyed our economy. This is not democracy, but kleptocracy, a system of government by thieves. Good morning, Mr. Amankwah. Enough of the political propaganda dragging always from both parties. We, the citizens, are tired of them now. We are seeing for our economic, we are seeking for our economic freedom. Very well. Laughter song. My country, your country, our country, Ghana. Nice one there. IK Ohina Sari says, watching you live. Good morning, show. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry, your time. Final.
You see that me kaya so president mo Akufo-Addo then minister that time foreign minister etmima Ghana for na omukodi Gambia yaya Gambia the president then etchache Akufo-Addo with his cousin bank data our Gambia wono Akufo-Addo Ghana o Ghana ye ama Ghana for you kuomo ama ye ba ye no ena President Mahama ekoye as a vice president then no koye no ono omko kasa ya na etimi they repatriated the Ghanaians to this country. Npp for baba the Ghana for money omo ya for they will deceive you. Moment break is omo ya with 2016 sa enti Ghana for mo hwem ho ye na nkofo we de omo nkwa o e omo kwa they won't let you enjoy. Omunye wi no makoto no mu didi omunye enti Ghana for wo hwem ho ye no makofa sa nkofo we amabie
Media sobi
fatal beka se mesia on dia ne kese.
Media sobi ka se sankrofo ya e akankasa ana ye offend. It's a sankrofo.
Me sorry.
No, maybe I'm okay with it. Just that
you're sorry for that.
You know how and you food. And now the toss will be
Npp for then they are okay.
And now the toss will be your problem is Anna and this is for the fun. That's who opposition and as a campaign mood You pay 2 minutes. No. You are so your mandate is obey. It's a baby in Korea. Then as opposition, but draw attention. Yeah, more who say. Yama A, B, C, D. Ghana phone, you know. There be a year work when you are a baby. We see a not to say, sir, no, say, na, a mobile monqua, the DD, and then I didn't say more who moved the but the more when you said the summer. What the end say, over her, bam, Babuamo, mine. At least you buy it for the first time. We have our own region and a regional capital. With regional coordinating council and regional minister. Now, for the first time in the history of Boniface, your high court of high face, now this called Wenchi. These are things I hear by your hands and come back to us. I can hear regional hospital. Wait, your whole plan and I'm on my house as a crowd. The anonymous being here has a mobile minor 2 pounds, Mamoya. At Mamma Adrian Yamo say, I say, what does your campaign mood moped to me? No, you were 3 years, this uncle. I just read here, could you talk about how be I say, I handle the Nuntina, your question that Mubitu and Amon. LGBTQ issue, I'm with the propaganda, they come once and say, what do I mean? What is and then I say, Lucian question of secondary school. Banna. For the first time.
I am more dear Nana, a goosey shadow. I am more dear Noir, 29.
Oh, Casana, my idea.
And so, could you talk and you I am more dear Nana, a goosey shadow. I mean, but it was an oversight, and I am
regional
coordinator. Yeah. Constancy Youth Organizer.
Constancy Youth Organizer. Thank you very much for coming and Samini, Kwame, that's it. Thank you for coming, joining us. African Union Television. Sorry, I'm here to my partner. Kwasi Amankwah is my name. MCR Kofi Ajenkwa Wilson. DK Wentz Katongo James. And the entire crew, Nana Asari. That's it. God willing, tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. See you.